You want to know something? It's ironic how I started watching Kevin Samuels as entertainment because it was funny to watch him get on these girls' asses and seeing their reactions. They began so mad. But then I kept watching the videos and I started paying attention to what he was saying. And I just happened to take a step back and looked at my life. And I'm like, damn, wait, maybe this man does make sense. And he does, like, he's dropping knowledge. The women, they don't like how he comes across. They don't like his bluntness. But me, Capricorn, I love the sarcasm, the blunt shit. Like, it didn't phase me. That's why it was funny to me. So that shit really changed my life. Like, it put into perspective for me the man's view on shit, and it got me contemplating.
What's going on YouTube? Busy Boy Wrong back with another video. New to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Came across this video. I can't remember if it was a subscriber or I just came across it myself. But as you guys know, Kevin Samuels was a very big inspiration in my life, as I'm sure he probably was for a lot of guys that watch my channel. And they always try to act, the detractors always try to act like Kevin Samuels didn't have a positive message simply because he did it in such a way that, like she said, some women would call misogynistic or mean or whatever the case may be. I just looked at his delivery as old school, which is something that is very lacking in the States. Um, you got to understand Kevin Samuels was in his 50s. So he comes from an era where, things were a little bit more traditional. And I think all he was trying to do was bring that back to modern day society. And it pretty much it was pretty much, met with rebellion from, a lot of women, even some of the older women, which was kind of surprising. But it just goes to show you the programming has definitely had a major effect on modern day women in the States. And the reason why I wanted to react to this is because, I'm all about the receipts and I'm all about, debunking hypocrisy. And I just want to play this clip for you guys and react to it to show you guys and the detractors once again that Kevin Samuels did have an effect, and he did have a positive effect on women's lives as well as men. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
It got me contemplating. And then as I kept watching the videos, it didn't stop there. Like, it led me to know, and god damn it, it led me to Fresh and Fit. And it was entertainment. I was laughing at these women getting mad, but then I started paying attention to what they were saying and how they were putting the perspective, shining light on the man's perspective of relationships. Like, me personally, growing up, I didn't have my father around, so I've never had to care about a man's perspective on anything. I grew up with lots of women, so my mindset is the woman's mindset. But in order for me to be in a relationship, I have to be considerate of the man's perspective. And so that's what got me thinking. And then it kept going from there, and it kept going. I started looking at all these other videos of the no jumper and all this. And it made me start asking myself questions. Okay, Missouri, what do you want? What do you want? And I'm like, okay, I know I don't want to be alone. I know that I do want to eventually get married one day, have a family, and raise kids. And in order for me to do that, it's going to have to be a team effort. I can't be selfish and only think of my side. I have to be considerate of his side too. And it made me realize where I was going wrong in my relationships. And it made me like pause, like, what the wait a minute. So this whole time it was me? I'm over here blaming the man, but it was me, my lack of discipline and my ignorance is what caused, problems.
And there you have it. It's funny. This is something that has always kind of been a mystery to me, and I've brought this up a few times on my channel. in the West, what I've noticed about the women is that they treat relationships like a man is just there to visit. Like he's really not even a part of the relationship. He's just there to pander and cater to you, and nothing that he wants or needs matters. And what you see is in the West, women expect and want it all and expect a man to accept breadcrumbs eventually. That's why when women say they are getting the bare minimum from men, to me personally, and y'all can let me know y'all opinion on this in the comments because I would love to hear it. I think it's projected. The reason why they think they're getting the bare minimum from men is because the men, if if they're getting the bare minimum from men, 9 times out of 10 they're probably dealing with a man that has a ton of options. Therefore, he doesn't feel the need or thinks he has to give you more than that because you know that other women want him. Therefore, he doesn't have to put in the same effort a guy that you're really not that into has to. And that's one of the reasons why the passport bro movement is becoming so big, because guys are waking up and realizing that, hold on, you mean to tell me these women are letting these guys, you know, get access to sex with a whole lot less effort than me, simply because they might be 6 foot or because they might have X amount of money, and I'm just a genuinely good dude, and they seem to value these other things that are really not good for long-term success, but then want to expect me to wait on them to run through all these bad boys only to wake up in their 30s and expect me to play cleanup man. Nah, no, it's not going down like that. And men are waking up to this, and I think that's one of the reasons why women are giving so much pushback, because I think they're starting to realize, like, hold on, these men are, like I said in the video with Olivia, the veil has been lifted. These so-called cleanup men, good guys, lames that y'all like to call, that are passport bros, they have realized, why wait on you to build up all this trauma when I can go over here to these other countries where these women are ready to have something serious right now. And those women are not trying to run through a whole bunch of dudes before they get to the good guy. Because if it's one post that I'm tired of seeing on social media is women saying, okay, I'm ready for a good guy now. All they doing is telling them on themselves, and letting the whole world know that I've been dealing with a whole bunch of F boys. Now I'm ready for the guy that I should have been dealing with in my prime anyway. And by then, these women done built up all this trauma and probably got 2-3 kids by who knows how many baby daddies.
Problems. After watching all these podcasts, there's 2 truths that I learned. Women hold access to sex, and men hold access to relationships. So I asked myself a question, Missouri, how can I maintain a relationship? And that made me see that I have to learn what men want. All my life, I never had to care what a man wants. It's always been a man caters to you. He has to do everything to please you. But that's wrong. We're teaching girls wrong. What men go through matters too. Like, it's not just her in a relationship. He's in the relationship too. And statistically, what men want, this is just statistics. Not every man's going to be the same, but this is just majority. The world runs on the majority and not the exemption to the rule. So statistically, men want women who are feminine, pure, and not argumentative, smart, pretty being the main one. They want a bitch who looks good. Everyone wants someone they're attracted to. Like, nobody wants to be with someone they find ugly. But yeah. And so I'm thinking, okay, how can I change my ways to fit this dynamic so I can maintain a relationship and get what I want? Because I'm not going to be able to get what I want if he's not getting what he wants. Because it's only fair, relationship is balanced.
This reminds me of a reaction that I did a long time ago. Like, this might have been right before or right after my channel started blowing up. I had did a reaction to, matter of fact, it was around the time of Kevin Samuel's death. Because, I had saw all the negative things that people were saying about him and how they were celebrating his death. Um, if y'all remember the million subscriber celebration, and just to see the look on Kevin Samuel's face of all the people that he helped, and to see even after his death, you're starting to see more and more people come out about how he affected their lives in a positive way. It's really sad to see that other women can't take anything from it. They're just kind of like, oh, you're a pick me, and oh, something's wrong with you. And it's like, no, he really had a positive effect on women's lives. I'm like, I may have to do another reaction to that million subscriber video, because till this day, that's one of my favorite live streams that he had, because this was the one of the few times where he could bring people on that could debunk all of the detractors that would come on his channel, because essentially that's pretty much what his show was about, was bringing women on that disagreed with him and trying to make them see things from a different perspective. And he did this because he genuinely cared, and he wanted better for the black community. And it's just so sad that our black women can't look at it that way unless it's packaged the way they want to, or things are said the way that they want to, or you're just telling them what they want to hear. And Kevin Samuel wasn't going for that. He didn't get off his square. He stayed in his masculine, and he said what needed to be said. So again, like always, rest in power, rest in peace to the Godfather. I still miss him. Like, just thinking about 3 more months, well, less than 3 months, it'll be a year since he's passed. I'm like, and it still feels like it was just yesterday. But with other people in the RP space, and the effect that his death has had, propelling the Passport Bro movement to where it is now, and this, shout out the Medium Man for this. I'm hip to Medium Man thanks to Jay Fleming. He said it best. The Passport Bros took that 10% impact that Kevin Samuel said needed to be made, and we've ran with it. And I've said this on my channel myself, because I mentioned that 10% as well. If 10% of that 52 to 54% of black men that are single and childless get passports and go abroad and start marrying and starting families, then maybe we'll see that change in the states that we're looking for. Who knows? All right. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. New to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button, because that helps with the algorithm. It helps with reaching a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Need about a little over 30 more subs to reach 1,000, so help a brother out. HBO special. Shout out the Poor Man's Podcast. Until the next video, you guys. Deuces.